We have received information that your last coverage of the Triple Agents, you used the wrong word. Hey? What do you mean I used the wrong word? You referred to one of our agents as Louis, when in fact his name is Louis. We would appreciate if you get it right this time. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. Hello and welcome to the Triple Agents taking on the latest elusive target number 19. This target is a bloke called Walter Williams who is in Paris modelling his weird face paint. He holds a USB stick that the three agents Ben, Dan and Louis have to retrieve after they have killed the target. Starting positions show that Dan and Louis are going undercover as part of the crew for the fashion show, whereas Ben has started in the kitchen. And it's Louis that's got eyes on him already, although he has no sense of personal space. Let the guy breathe for now, Louis. Louis goes off to plan. Ben is... yeah, Dan's still looking for the blackmailer and nothing of interest really going on. Meanwhile, Louis is lobbing change around and picking it up, making himself look like a clumsy oaf. But he is the one that is closest to the target right now. He also has no sense of personal space. Dan has located the target in other news and thus begins his planning. Louis appears to be getting a little bit impatient, it seems, because the target just isn't moving. Dan gets the first takedown of the Maxim by getting some poor bloke on the phone to the ground. Louis meanwhile appears to be tracking the target's movements, following him to the catwalk. Look at that. The guy just pushed in. He deserves to die for that. Not acting suspicious at all there, Louis. Ben has finally come up from the underground and has his egg balls on the target. Well, Dan watches him carefully, waiting to make his move.
I'm going to have a rash tomorrow. And not the fun sort either.
Louis meanwhile is getting rather practical. He seems to be scouting the area. Dan following the target closely here, looking the part as well. Ben looks like he's trying to get a new disguise, but there's that guy over there on the phone that he has to deal with first. Louis is getting frustrated at the target as Walters is taking another walk on the catwalk. Louis is probably jealous and waiting for the day he can go on the catwalk. Dan is still tailing the target. Louis still invading the guy's personal space. Ben has disposed of one unconscious body, while Dan is still hot on the heels of the target. Louis has gotten a little taste of the catwalk fame there, but he can't see it through. Nerves. Hang on a second. Dan's got a detonator? We missed him placing that explosive while Louis was tasting fame. Oh! Dan has detonated his explosive, but it acts as a scare tactic, diverting the target away from his usual path. Louis is taken to lobbing coins around. Dan is after the target. He's got the guy down on his knees begging for mercy. Not today, mate. You need a Dan flu jab of death. Louis is still throwing his coppers everywhere. And Dan forgets that there was a drop to collect, so he's had to rush back to the corpse and pick up the USB stick. Here's Ben. He's just tailing the target, really, biding his time, looking the part. Dan, however, is getting out of there. Dan won the last elusive target video. Could this be his second? Louis' camera has gone AWOL and we cut ahead very briefly to Dan still on the run. The cut because Dan sat there for ages looking around and Ben was doing nothing too. Oh, Dan is taking hits and Louis returns just as Dan dies. Dan is out of the game now and it's just down to Louis and Ben. Louis' camera all working again. He seems to be still planning his coin throwing technique. He got his attention, but was it enough? Whatever Ben is doing is making for some really content. Louis, however, is still rushing around trying to get the target to take his bait, or maybe he's formulating another plan. Ben is hot on the target's heels and seems to be planning an attack before the guy gets in line. But he's too late and injects him with some vomit-inducing poison and gets noticed by everyone in the area. He bolts it. Louis gains the ability to pass through the target's body and appears to be wandering around backstage looking for something. What are you looking for there, Louis? Ben is back in the kitchen areas now. Look, there goes his buddy Risotto. You planning to take him down, Ben? Nah, he changes his mind and continues on. It's clear he needs a new disguise now, though, so one would imagine that's what he's about to do. If not, though, he's a bloody idiot. Louis trying to create some form of diversion, it would appear, and he knows he's only got a moment before the target is done with yet another catwalk. Yep, the target is certainly on the catwalk. Or is he? Louis seems to have lost him. He's lost the target, giving Ben time to catch up again. Ben has rushed up back to the surface and is once again backstage. He'll have to think of another tactic now. Louis is there! Personal space intrusion once again. Louis saying, nah mate, not through here, alright? This has now become awkward. Louis goes to the toilets to wash his hands from that guy's filthy look he gave him, and in what looks like some off-the-bat tactic, Louis clocks up the sink. The waiter goes to investigate, but Louis is more concerned about getting up with the target's personal space again. Ben is hanging around, although it doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. And why has no one noticed? He looks a bit lost. Louis sneaking into the bathroom with the waiter. Now he's getting into the closet. Okay, now he's leaving it. Oh no, he's heading back in. Make up your mind! Now he leaves it again! And like a boa constrictor, he wraps his beefy muscular arms around that waiter's throat and brings him to his buttocks. Ben appears to be formulating the same plan and is also in the bathroom. Louis is back looking for the target. Actually, there he is, coming back and going to the bathroom. Ben biding his time. Louis getting stuck at the door. Ben suffocating a waiter. Louis goes to inject the target with, oh no, it turned out to be a punch to the temple and a snapped neck. The target is down. The door won't close though because of the feet of the freshly dead corpse. Louis dumps the target in the wardrobe while Ben draws his gun and attention to himself. Louis has got the USB stick and now he gets out of there. Ben is on the move like an eagle eye's tongue. Perfect. This is a secluded area that the target has walked down and Ben takes the guy out. USB stick retrieved and the pair are now on the run to the exit. It all comes down to who gets out first. Louis running through the busy areas of the location, no one will bat an eyelid at the crew member holding a syringe as he runs through the halls of his wonderful mansion. Ben hot on his heels, but the body has been found. Not surprised as he didn't have time to dispose it. Louis is outside. Nearly there, Louis. What a round this has been. Dan got gunned down way back at the start by being caught, sadly. But Louis and Ben are so close right now, it's unreal. Louis took the more aggressive tactic of stopping the target than getting past him, whereas Ben waited for his moment. And there we have it. 2 wins, but Louis won that round, and Ben makes up for his poor attempt in the last video. Good work, Triple Agents.